Here at Harris Academy Beckenham, we have French and Spanish A-level. The transition between the GCSE and the A-level is rather smooth. It's just more in-depth topics that you have covered at GCSE. And we have another approach of there's much more debates and discussion in class and just kind of really developing our critical and analytical skills. So really what we look at is Francophone and Hispanic culture and we study popular books. At the moment we're studying Como Agua para Chocolate, based on Mexican history. It's quite a quirky book. And the film we're studying is Volver. So again, we have to be looking at current sort of culture and themes.
So the themes you are going to study are about social issues and trends in the society. So for example, you will study modern family, diversity in the society, the life of the marginalized people, and crime. You will also study political and artistic aspects of the culture. You will study heritage, music and cinema, but also for the political aspects of it, the political commitment of young people, also popular movements, demonstration and strikes, and immigration and integration. So as I mentioned before, you will also read one book and watch and study one film. Both of them will be linked to one of these themes, and they will be relevant to the culture. The way you will be assessed is the following. You will have 3 exams. The first one is a listening, reading and writing paper. It's more or less what you are used to at GCSE, but it's in link with the different themes. Secondly, you will have a writing paper where you have to write an essay about the film and the book. And to finish with, you will have a speaking exam. So you'll have to discuss about a photo card. The photo card will be about one of the themes again. And lastly, you will have the most exciting part, I think, which is the independent research project. So you will have to pick the topic of your choice and research it at home in detail, and you will have to present it and discuss all the social issues involved in that topic.
There's, for example, we have in both subjects, both languages, the issues of racism, amongst lots of others. So anyway, welcome to Beckenham and gracias.
À bientôt! So this is an example of a Year 12 book. We have just finished the topic about cyber society. You can see that students are already able to complete exam questions. So you can see an example of a translation taken from an exam paper and also some listening and reading practice. This is more or less, as you can see, the same format than GCSE, only it's about Year 12 topics. At the end of the topic, you will also be able to write a 200-word essay that you will plan yourself and write in depth. And you will try to be really critical about the topic.
Hola Cynthia, ¿qué tal?
Hola, muy bien, ¿y tú?
Muy bien, gracias. Cynthia, just a couple of questions really about why you chose to do Spanish A-level.
Well, I chose to do Spanish A-level because Spanish is something I'm really passionate about. I've been learning it for 7 years already, and it was something I really thought they have really interesting languages. The words, they're really important also because if you want to learn more languages, learning Spanish could also be a factor.
Brilliant, okay. And what about, how did you feel about the difference between what you learn at GCSE to A-level?
Well, the difference wasn't too big. There were some complex topics, but they aren't that complex. You get to learn new topics such as el racismo, racism, and you get to learn more vocabulary, but isn't too heavy for you to learn.
Okay, brilliant. And is the course what you expected it to be?
It is, because when I went for the open evening, there was a lot of subjects, and when I saw Spanish and saw that we could talk about a film and learn about a book, I thought it was really interesting, and actually getting to do it made it even more exciting.
Okay, and tell me, so what's the most interesting aspect of the course?
Well, the most interesting aspect, in my opinion, would have been the actual film, because we get to learn about Spanish culture through it, and it does help a lot because you get to listen to Spanish speaking while having subtitles, or not even having subtitles, which also can be quite helpful both ways.
Brilliant. Okay, well, thank you very much, Cynthia. Gracias.
De nada.
Adios.
Adios, hasta.
Bonjour Rose.
Bonjour.
So tell me Rose, how is A-levels different from GCSE?
A-levels are different from GCSE because you study the themes in more detail and you do more interesting topics like crime, politics, and you study books and films.
Okay, thanks. Okay, Yanni, tell us, is the course what you expected?
To be fair, it isn't. I thought that French would just be writing down essays, you know, a lot of speaking and writing. However, we learn a lot about French and culture, and we read a book, we watch a film. It's much more, talkative, and it's pretty fun, I can't lie.
Buenas tardes, chicos. Vamos a ver, Volver es una película muy interesante. Es una de mis películas favoritas españolas por el director Pedro Almodóvar. Y Penélope Cruz es una actriz muy famosa de España y es muy guapa, ¿verdad? Ahora, describe el póster de la película Volver. Una descripción. Escribir una descripción. Por ejemplo, es un póster que tiene mucho color rojo, indica pasión. Hay una actriz muy guapa, con el pelo moreno. Venga, pensad y escribid. Muy bien. Ahora, vamos a ver el trailer de la peli. En tu opinión, vamos a pensar, en tu opinión, ¿qué género? Terror, comedia, romántica. ¿Qué género es la película y de qué trata? Vamos a ver el trailer.
Hay una cosa que yo debería saber y que no sé. Mogollón.
¿Estás enfadada?
No. Hay gente que dice que la ha visto. ¿La has visto tú? Mamá, hay algo que quieres que yo haga, ¿no? Cortarme el pelo. No deberíamos llamar a la tía para decirle que vamos. Hola. Hola. ¿Estás con alguien? No. Agustina tiene cáncer. Uy, uy, uy. Tienes cáncer, Agustina. Venga, un fuerte aplauso para Agustina.
¿Si quieres un poquito?
No.
Que la María es mía. Mira luego que están las plantas.
No. Necesito que me hagas un favor esta noche.
No sé qué me estás pidiendo.
Por acompañarme hasta el río, abrir una zanja, enterrar el frigorífico y no hacer preguntas. ¡Ay, Dios mío! No te muevas ni hables, que está mi madre.
Muy bien, chicos, sí, vamos, hemos hablado que la película puede ser de misterio, puede ser un poco de fantasía, puede ser un poco de romántica, puede ser... Vamos a ver exactamente de qué trata. El comienzo de la película parece indicar que el tema principal es la muerte. Vemos en esta escena, ¿sí?, que parece que hay mujeres limpiando las tumbas en un cementerio, ¿vale? y hay una música muy tradicional que se llama de zarzuela La Espigadora. Mirad.
Esta mañana muy tempranito salí del pueblo con el amigo y como entonces la aurora venía yo me decidía cantando como un pajarito. Mañana muy tempranito por los jardines de los flores.
Es muy tradicional en España el Día de los Muertos, el 1 de noviembre, de la familia limpiar el cementerio, limpiar las tumbas de los seres queridos de la familia muerta. Ahora, otra tradición es que los hombres y las mujeres tienen que separarse para el velatorio, ¿vale? Para rezar y para dar respeto a los muertos. Aquí ves también las mujeres rezando y dando pésame. Lo siento, lo siento, lo siento por tu pérdida. Es muy tradicional de separar los hombres y las mujeres. ¿Podemos comparar esa cultura hacia la muerte con la cultura en Inglaterra? Pensad, escribid y hablamos en 5 minutos.
Bonjour, aujourd'hui nous allons parler des conditions de détention en prison en France. En France, il y a un problème très important de surpopulation dans les prisons. En conséquence de quoi? Ça compromet les droits fondamentaux, les droits humains des prisonniers. La France est le 3e pays d'Europe où les conditions de détention sont les plus mauvaises après la Hongrie et la Belgique. C'est pourquoi Emmanuel Macron a visité les prisons et a discuté ces problèmes de manière très sérieuse. Le résultat, c'est que le juge a fermé des prisons et le juge a condamné 36 prisons dans toute la France parce que les prisons ne respectent pas les règles des conditions de détention. If you want to know more about prisons and about prison conditions in France, you can visit the website Observatoire International des Prisons. This is an organization overseeing prison conditions in France. And you can also read the French news on the website france24.com. Make sure you put FR so you read in French. À bientôt, au revoir!